What is up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another vlog. In today's video we're going to be doing a tour of my parents' dream house. They built this house over here in Querétaro in Mexico. Today we're going to be going over a whole tour of the house. Took them around 2 years to build this, what it is looking like right now. And yeah, let's get started with the video. My parents actually drove this all the way from the United States. This is our Chevy Avalanche. Now we have a car out here in Mexico. And this was actually bought the same year as I was born, so it's also 21 years old now. So yeah, that's like a cool little fact of something we have. As you guys can see, huge archway as soon as we're about to enter. I'd say that's around like 20 feet from where I am. And to get to the main entrance, my parents, they put this cool little tile on the ground before we do walk in. You guys can see this huge entrance. There's so many lights. I think there's around 30 lights around the entire house. So that way when it's nighttime, everything's very nice and illuminated. And then I just got my dog right now because she was barking a lot inside. But yeah, we're about to do the entrance. You guys can see this is the main entrance. We have a cool little archway right here. We have these two cool little windows on the sides of the door. And yeah, so let's show you guys what the house is looking like. As soon as we enter, we give them a quick little pan, but we have like the kitchen area and the living room area right here. First room we're going to be starting with is going to be my room. So as soon as you enter, my room is going to be right here. Before we open my room, let's talk about these doors. These are some custom made doors. They don't make doors these big like out there in the United States. It's hard to find these specific dimensions. And so yeah, that's a pretty cool little fact. So yeah, these were custom made just to make sure it would fit perfectly with the size that my parents wanted them to be. These are huge doors for giants, and so yeah, it makes me feel like a little kid in this room. And there's a cool little size reference. I'm actually like 5'7", but with shoes, I'm like 5'8", but that's pretty close to 5'9", so I'm like 5'10". So yeah, that's like the size difference right here. And so yeah, we enter into my room. You guys can see this is gonna be my little vacation room when we're in Mexico. We got a king size bed right here, my nightstand. We have our own sofa in here. We have these huge window arches. And yeah, another small window for my clothes and an almost body-sized mirror. And then another cool little fact about our house, if you guys haven't noticed already, are these curtains. These are actually like 100% blackout curtains, and you guys can see we just roll them down like this. I haven't seen anything like this over there in the United States. Like we've only had these here, but she wants to get on the bed. You get it, sweetie?
Let's see how many times she wants to get on people's beds. Okay.
Whenever the curtains are like this, they're closed, and literally in the nighttime when we have all the lights on inside, you can't see anything outside, so that's pretty cool about these. And so yeah, another cool thing about my bed actually is that it does have lights all the way around, so you guys can see right here. Turn it on, it's a cool little LED vibe, you feel me? Hashtag cozy, hashtag comfortable. You could basically fit like up to like 8 people. See, look, this is 1 Raul, 2 Rauls, 3, 4, 5, probably like 6 Rauls right here. Pick up all the bed space in the world. And yeah, we have these cool switches all the way around the house for the lights on, off. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of my room. So let's move on to the next one. Right next to my room, we actually do have the washers and dryers. The dryer and the washer down here. And so you guys can see, right here's the entrance, my room, the washroom, and let's just go over how high these ceilings are once again. Like we have this cool design, like as soon as you enter, like an archway, it's a symbol to another archway. So I think that's pretty cool. And then we have another archway right here. They also have right here the little passageway. This goes to the basement, which I'm gonna be showing you guys at the end of the video, just so we don't walk down there. But yeah, we could go through my sister's room, and then we'll do the kitchen, all that after. So as soon as you enter right here, the entrance, we have my sister's room on the other side. And as you guys can see, also a huge room. She also has a full king size bed, cool bed design on the back, you feel me? And then she also has her own sofa in the room, own TV, double archway windows again. It's pretty similar to my room, but the only difference is that she actually does have a closet. Over here in Mexico, this is like one of the most common types of closets that people actually have. So she has all her clothes in here, the top, everywhere. So yeah, this is just like a regular closet, nothing too fancy. But yeah, she also has the 2 nightstands on both sides of the bed, as well as her full body size mirror. So you guys remember, entrance is right there, my room, my sister's room, and then now we're gonna be going to my parents' room. So this is gonna be the master bedroom. Okay, that's gonna be the master bedroom right here. As you guys can see, it's pretty big, much bigger than my room. Also, they also have their own king size bed. They have their full sofa as well. A cool little stuff for accessories, I guess. Storage. Their bed has a cool design as well. Has double closets on both sides for storage. Carpet, actually, cool fact, is my sister's carpet all the way from the United States. They brought it over here because why not? Now over here is something interesting, guys. It is some sort of creative thinking. But as you guys can see in their restroom, they have transparent transparent glass right here. So my parents actually did want it like tinted glass, you know, something dark to where you can't see inside. But unfortunately, I think they messed up somehow, the builders. So yeah, they can actually have see-through. So if you guys can see right here, when you're pooping, you guys can actually see when I'm pooping as soon as you enter from the door. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And they actually divided it up. So the restroom has their own door, which is kind of something different. Like, I don't know, to me it's kind of funny to have the restroom has their own door. But where they shower as well, you guys can see this is actually the same design from when we entered like the house, the tiles. So they wrapped it all the way around. And then right here, a cool little wall design. It's gonna be in the other restroom as well. You guys will see that. You guys can see they have their own full little vanity sink thingy with the glass. And then right here, they have their walk-in closet, huge closet. This is like level 3 compared to my sister's closet. But yeah, it's because, you know, my mom's and dad's clothes. So yeah, they have a cool little mirror right here. Spy on the neighbors. Well, the neighbors are all of our family. And then my dad's trusty, dusty, musty gold detector. He was gonna go treasure hunting, but unfortunately, it was a fail. But yeah, if you guys do notice as well, there's always like archways. My parents like that design. Archway right there, archway right here as well. And these ceilings are pretty tall, as I did mention before. I'm basically 5'10". So these are for my sister's rooms right here. We just came out of my parents' master bedroom. And then we have this cool long hallway going to the guest bathroom. So you guys can come over here. It's gonna be the guest bathroom, what me and my sister do use. So yeah, you guys can see in here, cool little restroom. We have the sink, toilet, just like a regular bathroom. These are the cool tiles I was talking about from the other one. And it's wrapped all the way around the restroom. We go inside this one. It's also see-through, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we hang the towels right there, all the way around. Huge shower area for at least like 2 people can fit in there, I'd say. This one's even higher than the than the bedrooms. This one's like 20 feet, I'd say. We have these cool lights. They don't have these in Mexico as much. Like over here, they still have like light bulbs and all that. So these are cool LED lights. So now we're gonna be walking towards the living room, the main area. So if you guys can see, they bought this huge L-shaped couch. So actually a cool little thing, if you guys didn't know, or yeah, you guys actually don't know, but my parents actually modeled this kitchen as well as this living room exactly like the one we have at home. So this is pretty much what our home looks like, just different types of furniture, you know. Like you guys can see, these tables are very beautiful. They got the chrome legs with the black glass on the top. And then our couch is pretty much identical from what we have at home, but this one's gray, so it would match with the whole aesthetic. With the cool tiles on the ground, we haven't mentioned that. And the huge archways. We have these huge pillars going on top, which give the house extra support. But yeah, this is a cool little living room. And then we could go on to the kitchen now. And this house is actually way more modern and spacious compared to ours. You guys can see, like, you know, black glass. This looks super duper aesthetic. As well as, you know, it matches all the way around. It matches with this is where we eat, obviously. My dad, my mom, me, and Krella, our dog, and my sister right there. Another cool thing is that this table is actually custom made. They got the custom measurements and all that from the one we have at home. And it is actually glass, so that's pretty cool. Like they don't sell these unless they're custom made. All these cabinets right here are modeled exactly as the ones we have at home. So my parents really like that design. This is pretty much how our kitchen looks at home, but just different styles, you know, like we don't have these hinges, and over there it's like shiny. But yeah, but we got the black glass going all the way around as well right here, if you guys didn't notice. So it just keeps the whole flow going. It matches with the tables nicely over there, the whole kitchen, the living room, everything's matching nice. And this is our fridge right here. Knock on it, lights up. But yeah, it's pretty much the entire kitchen. But yeah, and then over here, we actually do have an outside patio, which I'm about to show you guys right now. We have these sliding doors with the mesh, just to make sure no bugs get in. But yeah, if you could follow me. We're about to walk into the outside patio and the sliding doors, and if you guys can see, it wraps all the way around the back side of the house, so you can show them the other side. It's a pretty cool design. We have these custom railings as well. They don't have these out here. My parents like the glass look, so we put the glass with these chrome pieces right here to make sure nobody falls down. But yeah, these are gonna be our backyard. My parents are still building this. Haven't finished the house on 100% yet. But right here, they're planning on putting all this grass you guys can see right here, putting straight cement right there. But yeah, that's gonna be the patio. And if you guys didn't notice, it actually does go to my parents' room, so they also have their own sliding doors right here. But another cool thing about this house is that these windows are actually like pretty much reflective, so you can't see anything. Like right now it's during the day, you can't see nothing inside. But yeah, you guys can see that these are pretty much like reflective. You can't see anything during the day inside. Only at nighttime you can, but that's when we roll our blinds down. So yeah, and so yeah, they did say this does wrap around, so cameraman, you can go show them a cool little view. Over there in front of us actually is also my grandparents' house, so we're pretty much neighbors if you look over. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Our dog does love being out here. Whenever they leave her outside here, she's looking at the chickens, because there's sometimes chickens down there, the birds, everything. So yeah, you guys can see as well as I was talking about, we have lights pretty much wrapping around the entire house, so during nighttime everything illuminates. And yeah, it's pretty much the entire top half of the house. And now we're gonna be moving on to the basement. So you follow me, sister. So normally in our house in the United States, this is where we have stairs going up to like the second floor of the house. But right here, my parents decided to go like downstairs. So pretty cool design. It's not 100% finished right now. So yeah, right here, we're about to walk down the stairs. But I'm gonna show you guys, this is where we have our gas. This is what gives us the hot water, because over here they don't have hot water like in the United States. Like you have to get your own tanks, and not every house has them. And up there is actually our boiler for our hot water. I'm gonna walk downstairs right now and show you guys what that looks like. So that's gonna be the basement of our house. Right now it is pretty dirty because there's still workers here. They're still working on doing the backyard as I was talking about. But yeah, right here we have the breaker for the house. This is where we control all the lights. My dad just installed this, and not many houses have this out here. But this is a huge, like 1, 2, 3 car garage. And then we have these huge garage doors as well, just like the ones at home. Each door does have their own switch, so you guys can see. It does open up. Doors were pretty expensive, and it's pretty cool because not many houses have this out here in Mexico. So basically you guys are probably asking like how we're gonna put cars here. So you guys can see right here, it actually does wrap around our house. We have like a cool little driveway, but as I said earlier, the house isn't 100% finished yet. So they're still gonna put pretty much pavement all the way around this house, so that way we could store our cars in here, or just, you know, have parties down here. It's gonna be huge. Cool design. This is actually an all-natural design. So this is pretty much like the entire house. It was dug out from these kind of rocks. So they basically just use the same rocks right here. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty much gonna be the end of this cool little house tour. Hopefully I didn't forget anything, you know. But yeah, once again, we have these huge ceilings for giants, basically these huge doors. Thank you guys so much for watching this cool little house tour. If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share it to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog's brother, your brother's dog. And I'll see you on the next video. Toodles.